we are training this musician. Everything we've done has trained this. That AI artist dropped a project called Unfolded 2 weeks after I dropped Unfolded, and it is currently at the moment being talked about the most.
AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
This is the amount of revenue that's coming in right now from AI when it needs to be able to fill up this.
Damn!
Curtis K.I. Wire.
Oh, it is the story that never ends. Plays again and again, my friends. We're talking AI music, and we're starting off here with this Kehlani interview on the Cruise Show, where she starts to talk about the issues that she has with AI music, specifically with the Xania Monet singer that is getting this push, this AI-based singer that's getting this push, and how she feels like it affects the community, or the artist community, songwriters in the business.
The public knows how AI music works. I think that they're saying, and I'm going to use the girl for an example, they're arguing with us, saying, no, she's writing these songs. And then just this thing is creating the image and the voice. No. All you have to do is prompt the AI. As in, I can go in right now and say, I want a mid-tempo ballad that relates to this certain demographic of people, that talks about this kind of struggle, that has brandy ad-libs, brandy vocals, a third verse, a key change, a modulation, and then see what it gives me back. And then go, maybe I don't really like that. How about a second verse that has something to do with joy and then losing your joy? That's not writing a song. That's erasing all these incredible songwriters in the history who were able to transmute emotion and able to learn song structure. I don't think
Can you imagine if I came up to you and you were making a meal for me, right? And I'm like, damn, like this shit is the most amazing dinner I've ever had. And in some magical world, I could like touch your shoulder and I could take your powers, take your grandmother's powers who you learned this recipe from, take her grandmother's powers at the same time and go like this and absorb all that, and then use your skill set just to make one dinner without your permission. I just took all your damn sauce and your energy. That's crazy. That's a pause. I took all your energy. Can you imagine how crazy that sounds? Well, that's what's happening with the artist community, is that you have people that are coming in here and saying, oh no, I'm a poet. I just can't sing. Okay, then go be a poet. They're now taking advantage of the illegal ways that this music was combed, the illegal ways this music was pulled to train the data of these AI-based companies. You are siphoning energy, experience you didn't work for. You're paying a subscription to someone else who stole it. And you're convinced that you're the same thing as an artist. No, you're a thief, just like them. Oh, good old tech bros. I can't stand these motherfuckers.
I'm all for tools. I'm all for people having proper tools. I'm all for people having opportunity where there wasn't opportunity. But it is erasing everything people put into that. What about the mixing engineers? What about the producers? What about the instrumentalists? What about the people that you call to make the cover art? And the photography has gotten us so far in music culture. We equate some of our favorite, musicians with their iconic album covers. Now you can just put me in the background of a da-da-da-da, now put me in the jungle.
Yeah.
And boom.
Boom, now I'm in the jungle. For my album Jungle.
Yeah, for real.
And then what about all the voices that they're using to put together we can't prove it?
Hey, yo, DIYer, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps this video and this channel get discovered by new people. I appreciate you. Now back to the video. You know what I noticed too? The people who are so pro, I for one am not against AI. This narrative has to stop. You idiots. You idiots. I saw a quote the other day that said, when someone dies, they don't know that they're dead, right? They don't feel the pain. The rest of the world does. They said it's the same thing when you stupid.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
I said when you stupid, everybody else feels the pain, and you don't even know how stupid you are. That's neither here nor there. But here we are in a time period where artists are not being protected. Matter of fact, the people that they have signed and trusted with their business as partners have signed over the rights to a Suno or a Udio to use their likeness. No, that's not all right. You didn't earn those DJs. You did not work for those DJing skills. You know, it's insane to me how we talk about music being okay to do this, but I bet you right now, them tech CEOs would not want you to have access to the skill sets that are required to build their companies.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You know what they not finna give you in Chat GPT? How to become that nigga Sam Altman. That's what they not finna give you, is the blueprint of how to become Sam Altman. No. Wait. Let's not get out of control now. That's what they not finna give you, is the blueprint for that. So when I see this, oh my goodness, I just, boy, oh boy. And it's crazy because you finna get played being so pro replacing artists. I've noticed that people don't even like people. You don't even like your own photo. That's why you got an AI picture. You don't even like yourself in real life. You got an AI picture. You don't even like yourself in real life. You like your AI picture. You don't even like yourself in real life. You like your AI picture. Why you hate people so much? Is it the rejection? Does AI make you feel like a warm hug? Oh, we know how this is going to happen. We know how this is going to end.
Guys, I'm seeing people in these AI artist comments saying you are anointed. Like you are so gifted from God. Well, everybody else should
Them probably bots though, Kehlani.
consider making better music. We are training this musician.
Yeah.
Everything we've done,
It's learning from y'all.
everything we've done has trained this. That
Yeah.
AI artist dropped a project called Unfolded. 2 weeks after I dropped Unfolded, and it is currently at the moment being talked about the most.
Oh, hell no.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm
Did
gonna
you just hear that bombshell? Kehlani said she released a song. I forgot the name of it already. I'm sorry, I love distracting. But she said she dropped a song and then a damn AI released a song, the same title. Tell me that don't feel like somebody at a label fucking with her. Tell me that don't sound like somebody at the label messing around with her. Are like trolling the shit out of artists. And you know what the crazy part is? The same people, thank you, said it's called Unfolded. I remember that. Of course I remember that. The same people who have the control over the charts are not using it to boost their AI artists. There's a gospel artist that is charting. There's of course, Xania Monet, who's charting. They are trolling. They are literally trolling.
And you're supposed to tell me I have no right to be upset. That is a computer. I'm not even mad at the girl. Let's be clear. Get it, girl. You look great, but don't ignore what you've done.
Ooh.
And you know you're getting this at a time where there's no parameters, no protection for us as artists. You stole all of our voices and mixed it up. Guys, I'm...
Damn. She ain't lying.
And then it's the lying about it. It's the lie. Oh, well, I'm writing the songs and it's just singing it. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Is a lie, and I don't want to be like this part of me asshole. I don't know if I can say that. Sorry, the asshole who's in the comments of everything, being like, "Oh no, this is just not the truth." But if we can say what it is, if we can tell the truth about it, maybe it can have its own charts.
Yeah,
maybe it can have its own.
We've been saying that. Why don't you give it its own space? Oh, you can't do that because it's benefiting on where the human beings are congregating. Oh, because it's benefiting off of human art. How can someone get in her comments or any artist, true artist comments and say, you should make better music? Bitch, your AI wouldn't exist without the artist that made the music that it trains off of. Capital B. Bitch, your music wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the artist that it trained off of illegally. Do you get that? Do you get that this would be literally royalty-free not even tuna. Tofu music. Do you literally get that your technology is shit? It's ass. This is why they had to steal in order to have a product worth you seeing. That's why they have to use the AI companies, the AI video companies. They have to use the likeness of a Tupac to make you care. The likeness of a Kobe Bryant to make you care. Michael Jackson. That's how they make you care. They need human beings. The likeness of human beings. The connection, the sharing, the shock, the anger of human beings. They siphon that. That's how much you're needed. But you're going to convince us that we're not?
Maybe it can have its own.
Sure,
yeah, let the computers duke it out.
Right.
Oh my God, I want to see which computer was better than which computer.
Best new AI artist category.
Right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But at this point, you got why?
That remind me of one of them, I don't know what it was called, but like it was kind of like Beyblades with them two like machine. Remember when people used to fight machines? It was like on like Sci-Fi Channel or some shit, or like I don't know, like the Maxim Channel, whatever. I don't know nothing about it. Anyways, where they used to have the machines fighting each other, that's what that shit is. Go ahead, let AI duke it out. Make an AI-ify and let them have at it. Y'all need your own TikTok. You need your AI talk.
Am I competing with a computer? And then it's the line.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, quick question in the back here. Curtis, do you ever worry about AI taking your job?
Bro, we talking about AI?
Yes.
Like right now? You want to talk about AI?
Right now.
Not hip-hop, not the genre that I give my life to. We talking about AI?
Yes.
Nigga, it ain't even smart. How your intelligence artificial?
I
Stupid.
don't think that's how that works.
I am not afraid of your A&I, unless it's Allen Iverson on the baseline running back. I am not afraid of your A&I. I build paper planes and I make them fly. It may not be impressive to the naked eye, but what's a chat GPT to an awakened mind? You see, Udio was cool, but then you cross the line, cause we all know the catalog you training burglarized.
It seems we now face the grim reality of the dystopian future experts warned us about.
Warner Music Group partners with Suno to offer AI likeness to its artists. The record label has also dropped its lawsuit against Suno. Warner Music Group, oh boy, you folded. Well, just like I did 3 minutes ago, which will soon allow users of Suno to make AI-generated music using voices from participating Warner Music Group artists. Warner Music Group has struck a licensing deal with the AI music creation platform Suno. Under the agreement, Warner Music Group will allow users to create AI-generated music on Suno using the voices, names, likeness, images, and compositions of artists who opt into the program. Who asked for this? Who was sitting around? Because there wasn't no artist. Who was sitting around and saying, you know what this shit, you know what we need? We need to be able to duplicate this shit times 1,000,000 and not have the artist in the room at all. You know what? We need to steal some shit. Anybody down for that? Anybody down to steal some shit and then get other people, regular consumers, listeners stealing shit with us? Who asked for this? This is insanity to me, man. But not surprising. However, I'm not going to end this off without a little bit of humility for these companies, because we see right through the desperation. Some of us at least do. You know what I've been hearing pick up a lot of steam? The conversation about an AI bubble that is popping. It's picking up steam, and now we're getting context from folks who are really in this space. And I want to give you some commentary that I think is really, really interesting. There's 3 videos we're going to run through. Let's actually start with this one, because that one I'm getting ready to show you is just as ridiculous. Peep this out. This is a man named Nathan Sejun, and he talks about the AI bubble using an example of 7 cups. Listen to this.
These 7 cups represent the Magnificent Seven. Apple, Meta, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. NVIDIA is an important one. Together, they make up almost 40% of the entire S&P. Now let's show why people are panicking about a possible AI bubble burst. This is the money that is currently being poured into artificial intelligence by these companies. They're spending almost $500 billion in things like chips, data centers, infrastructure. Microsoft alone is spending nearly $80 billion this year. Meta is buying 600,000 NVIDIA chips. Amazon and Google are building city-sized data centers. And that tiny cup is the amount of revenue that's actually coming in right now from all of this investment.
I know it. I know it. See, if you broke, just say so. If you broke, just say so. Is that why y'all are trying to force it on us like this? If you broke, just say so. You need $1. Y'all need $1. I know you got a lot of funding, but if you get a lot of funding, that means somebody need their money on back. That means somebody over here is like, all right, my boy. Like, look, we got the money, But I need you to I need that ROI, my boy. If you broke, just say that. Continue.
Not the hype, not the valuations, the actual revenue. It's maybe somewhere around $30 to $50 billion, but to justify all of this investment, these companies have to pull in between $500 billion to $2 trillion.
Oh, shit. No wonder Warner Music Group is making deals.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
They put all you dummies. You dummies. You didn't put all your damn money, all your eggs in that basket. Didn't your grandmama ever tell you don't put all your eggs in one basket? Y'all niggas need this AI shit to take off. You need it. Thank you, Gill and Company, for saying this. Also jeopardizing local communities' water supply with these data centers are being put up. Oh, you broke. Yeah, I don't care how excited Timbaland is about it's disruptive. Ooh, say that. I don't care how excited he is about this and how disruptive it is. That is a problem. And he's not the only one saying this. I'm going to let him finish cooking. He's not the only one saying this. Continue.
This is the amount of revenue that's coming in right now from AI when it needs to be able to fill up this.
Damn!
So what happens if this never fills up? Just kidding, I'm not gonna break my glasses. Everything starts with NVIDIA. They are the backbone to all of these other companies right now because they produce the GPUs. If these companies start pulling back their investment into AI, that impacts NVIDIA the most. If NVIDIA falls, these other companies also fall, and the entire market falls. The problem right now with AI is that there is so much investment going into it, but there is so little actual revenue coming out of it.
If you broke, just say you broke. You broke? You need $1? What you need? What you need, ChatGPT? You need $1? I got you. Say less. Oh, no.
All of these companies are over-indexing on the future of AI when the potential has just not been shown yet. So when we talk about the AI bubble bursting, it is literally and figuratively a burst, and it is going to impact the stock market.
I ain't never been so excited to hear about something about the bus. That's crazy. Shut up. Go ahead and boo me. Go ahead and... That was too much, Curtis. That was too much. You right as hell. I'm sorry. That was kind of freaky. Shout out to David Shoebridge. Australian Greens. I just gotta make sure y'all still awake. I know we talk a lot of AI shit. I gotta make sure y'all still awake. I gotta make sure you still active, okay? Relax. Sir! Hand me that ChatGPT. Sir! I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Look at this clip. This is a nigga named Sam. Sam is the CEO of ChatGPT. Look at this. Because we continue in the conversation about the bubble popping, bussing. Listen to what he said recently on a panel.
AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
Excuse me? Wait, I know I didn't just hear what I just heard. I know you didn't just sit your narrow-headed ass up here and say what I think you just said. I know you didn't sit your Hey Arnold Doug looking head ass. I know you didn't just sit there. Nigga like a name. He look like his name is Paul. I know you didn't just sit there and say that. What'd you say?
I think AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
I hate tech bros, bro. I hate all you tech bros equally. I hate tech bros, Web3 bros, blockchain bros, we work when they sleep, gym motivation bros. I hate all of y'all equally. I hope you know that.
Somebody gonna have to tell
Because
the truth, and
what
I'm gonna tell it.
possesses you to say that in public?
Don't you just love it when billionaire CEOs just basically come out and say it? They're happy to destroy the planet for profit. In case you didn't know it, that's Sam Altman. He's the...
No, that's accurate. That's accurate. He do look like Steve from Blue's Clues, but don't ever disrespect Steve like that.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused.
I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
Sam definitely look like he know how to hog tie people. Side note.
CEO of OpenAI, which produces products like ChatGPT and Sora. And he's just voiced the reality that we're all in, that big tech and their billionaire CEOs and owners are happy to literally sacrifice us and the planet for their profits. Just look at the recent decision by OpenAI to relax restrictions on ChatGPT to keep users clicking and paying.
Doc, I'm about to cancel my ChatGPT. Like, ever since last week, I don't know how many people who have been, because I've been very open about I use AI technology as an assistant intelligence, as an assistant to what I'm doing. No replacement for my art. You're not touching my fucking art. But I'm like, wait. It's not even the same ChatGPT it was. How do they keep upgrading and downgrading the same one? They don't offer you financial advice anymore. They don't offer you anything having to do with health advice or questions that you have about health. They're taking away all the benefits of having this access to the information. And then on top of that, I asked it to make me a PDF document and it couldn't find the downloadable coding or whatever to create that. What's going on? What's going on? Like, is this what happens like when syrup stop having GMOs? The good shit? I'm just playing. What's going on?
Despite new data showing a significant proportion of users with mental health concerns. And then there's Google, who's seen its emissions go up by 51% since just 2019. I guess they don't think we need a livable planet. Wow. But who cares about little things like that when you get some great companies in return? You know, it's just our planet, people's mental...
That was it too, legal advice. You right about that.
Mental health, the creative industries, everyone's jobs. But why would these tech bros care anyhow? They've got their bunkers to go to when the world goes to shit. And at the end of the day, it's our governments that are enabling them to do this.
Facts.
Failing to regulate, to protect workers, to stop their environmental vandalism, to stop their theft of creativity. The failure to act lies with governments. We need an AI Act to protect us from these AI platforms and these tech bros who are literally willing to burn the planet down to line their own pockets.
He just said it.
We need AI regulation that works for us, not them.
Authorized by Jay McCall.
Great breakdown. Here's another video I want to show you too. This one comes courtesy of the algorithm has just been algorithming for me recently. I don't know. I've never met this gentleman before, but apparently he was on a panel for a event called Society for Music Theory. His name is Komaniak. And he talks about what he learned being on a panel with other people who are in the AI field that are seen as specialists. Listen to what he said. This I thought was really interesting in terms of supporting this bubble bursting about the bus theory.
Got back from a great panel of experts on music, artificial intelligence, and intellectual property. The speakers were all trained in music and law, and I have 3 big takeaways that I'll share with you. The first is that most AI companies are not turning a profit.
We're still in the first quarter, Curtis. We're still in the first and the second quarter. No company. Okay. No company's gonna flip a profit right now, right? Still in the discovery phase. Come on, still bootstrapping it.
In the traditional sense, successful businesses usually provide a service that consumers are willing to pay for to an extent that profit is higher than the costs. However, generative AIs like ChatGPT, Suno, Grok, and Sora are operating at a massive loss that is subsidized by investments from venture capitalists or other more successful branches of their parent company. AI-generated content is expensive to produce, but consumers aren't really paying for it, and it's not clear that they will. This is why you see AI companies looking for government contracts where they can sort of parasitically drain taxpayer money. You're also seeing AIs inserted into actually successful tech like web browsers, Microsoft Office, smartphones, and so on. My second takeaway was that AI music generators are being kept afloat by entertainment or media conglomerates that want artist ideas without paying artists.
Yeah, that sounds like a message for us DIYers.
DIY.
They want artists messages without the artists. Does that not sound like what that Warner Music Group deal with Suno is? I thought it was really interesting too. I have a lot of partners that are not happy with the Suno covers that I've been doing, and I understand it. I love them the same. I have friends of mine that have been doing business with Suno. In terms of like their workshops, because they're paying out a lot of money to access human beings. But I can't help but feel that they're doing these workshops because of how much they need human beings to launch off this evil ass, god awful product that nobody asked for. Like literally nobody asked for this. But they did what most business do in a capitalistic society, in that they saw a void and they saw a way to take massive advantage of it, but then also monopolize it in the process, or they tried to before they started getting sued. But damn it, the way that I'm seeing them getting into these circles, the way that I see them getting with the most talented musicians. I saw the CEO of Suno with Lawrence from 1500. That's the best of the best you're gonna find, especially out here in terms of musicians. I really feel like these companies are selling artists and musicians on the idea of, what about instead of your catalog living on only 30 or 40 years after your death, what if it could be here forever as a part of the fabric and cloth of music? I feel like you can sell a lot of people on that. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, you know what? This would be amazing to always be a part of the fabric of music, no matter what happens. But I don't think that they're looking at the cons that come along with such an agreement. And it just, oh boy, it feels so bad, especially for the people who are getting taken advantage of once again.
For them, big companies like Disney or Universal Music Group are funding AI startups for an obvious reason. AI helps launder plagiarism.
Launder. I'm going to start using that. AI helps to launder plagiarism. Obviously, in movies, when you're talking about laundering money, it's taking dirty money, cleaning it up, and then putting it into other places where there's no money trail of where that money came from, possibly from a drug transaction. Cleaning up the money, cleaning up that dirty money, and then putting it into an investment, into a bank account, an offshore account. That's literally what's happening with AI. You niggas that love AI music so much, you're literally in the middle of money. You're in the middle of music laundering, creativity laundering. But it's so much worse because you're talking about the soul, the signature sounds of artists and musicians and DJs and engineers who have had to work for years, who have had to pay thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to attain this. You paid for a subscription and they gave you someone's soul. You are literally laundering creativity in the name of your new friend AI. And if you think for a second, these labels that are so quick to take these deals after suing them, if you think for a second they won't turn on you the way that they turn on the artists if they sign for millions of dollars, you are in for a rude awakening. So be excited as you can right now, because the day will come when we'll say, we fucking told you so. But it's okay. Get in my comments and get angry like I know you will. But yeah, that laundering pretty much checks out to me.
If a human steals a recording and presents it as their own, they're legally liable. If you have an AI that was trained on human creativity recreate a recording in a way that closely but not exactly resembles the original human art, then the theft is behind a few additional layers of abstraction.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I feel like I'm going crazy out here explaining this to people. If we did the things that you can do through AI subscriptions with other people's art, other people's music that is protected by copyright, nigga, you would be in jail. So the argument that some people who are pro AI music say, well, what's the difference between you being a human being and being inspired by all these different artists? You can be inspired and interpret that and result that in something different. You cannot take from somebody's master recordings. That's illegal. You get sued. That's the difference. The inspiration is the inspiration, but when you're literally combing from copywritten music, nigga, you are a part of AI and you're a part of music and creativity laundering, soul laundering to a certain degree for those of us that have that connection with music. You go to jail. If you think this is okay, try to do it in the other arena. Just take some shit. Just sample some shit and put it on Spotify. Oh, wait a minute. Spotify just they just bought out WhoSampled it, huh?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You can't even do that anymore. I haven't talked about that story, but the fact that Spotify just bought WhoSampled It, which is a website that lets people know what songs have samples and what samples are used within the songs, Spotify just bought that. You think they just bought that because it was just a great investment and a great little side venture? No. This is about getting more of your human music off of the platform. This is about, to me, what I anticipate is that they are training their AI systems so that it's able to comb through all this human music and not just see if you got bots on your music, alleged bots, so they can remove your music, but if you got samples. We got WhoSampled in our team now. Now I'm going to go through your music and I'm able to say, we got to get rid of this because you got samples, uncleared samples. Okay. This literally was getting ready to happen. So we called this 2 years ago. These companies are holding on tightly to their tech products and they're elbowing out the creatives the best that they can. You got no choice but to go direct to consumer.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You got no choice but to be independent. They don't even want you no more. He don't want me no more. Baby boy voice. He don't want me no more. They don't even want you no more. He don't want me no more.
Thirdly, even before AI, our legal concept of property has been horribly misaligned with our cultural concept of art. All human music draws inspiration from previous human music. The idea of music being property has been a mess for a while now. We've got stuff like John Fogerty getting sued for sounding too much like himself on a different song.
Damn.
Marvin Gaye's estate suing people left and right even when the dude is dead. And folks trying to claim ownership of the descending minor scale so they can get a chunk of that sweet, sweet Katy Perry money. So to summarize, as of right now, audiences don't want AI-generated music, or at least they don't want to pay for it, but execs want to sneak it in wherever they can. AI music is not generating enough profits to stay afloat without investor cash. And our IP law is a dumpster fire, but it's been that way for a while now.
I suggest if you want to know what's getting ready to happen next, just don't pay attention to the stories that involve AI music. Listen to the people who are in these spaces, who have been in Silicon Valley, that have been around these tech bros, and listen to what they're saying because you'll get a more broad perspective. I predict in the first quarter of next year, we are going to see so many embarrassing endorsements of artists that we have loved dearly, that we thought we'd never see, standing side by side with AI music and promoting it in a way like there is no other way. The same way we started this off with the Joe Budden story talking about the crumbling of the music industry. There will be a strong amount of people who will tell you, we really don't got no choice. AI is here to stay. No, we have choices and we can protect our art. That's the reason why there is audio poisoning that exists, AI audio poisoning, so you're not able to train off of music. There's a reason why this exists. There are tools, and not a whole lot, but we have tools at our disposal. And the laws are not catching up because we know that the government needs AI to flip a profit. If all the investors are paying all this money into these different companies, these companies that literally hold the U.S. afloat through commerce, they need this to go off. They don't need these companies losing money. They don't need them not releasing new products and activating the economy. They need this thing to win. But I don't think what they're betting on is the same illogical, stubborn human beings that didn't pay for shit on Black Friday. This is the first year, besides being broke some years ago, that I didn't even think about Black Friday.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Only thing black on Friday was me. Only thing black on Friday was me. Black Friday. Only thing cyber on Monday was this live stream today. Fuck you mean? Give you money? Shit. Eggs is $93. What are we talking about right now? They're banking on this. And I think what we're going to see in that first quarter of next year, we're going to see some embarrassing endorsements of this. I think what we're going to see is people fighting back against this and finding ways to get amongst communities. Human beings, we need each other more so now than ever, especially those of us that make music, especially those of us who are a part of creative communities. We need each other more now than ever. And it is no mystery to me that I'm starting to see a growing conversation, a very silent majority of people who are saying, I think this might be my last year spending as much time as I do on social media. I don't think that social media is even for people who want to be social anymore. What do I mean? With the dead internet theory, with the abundance of bots, with the abundance of people who are literally their planet to cause disruption and anger and crazy responses with these ridiculous takes and these ridiculous opinions about other people. I think people who like people, which is a lot of people, would probably choose to just be around people than to tweet at them, to Instagram them, to Facebook them. So, banking on human beings doing the thing they always do when technology takes off, being illogical, I'm looking forward to it. DIYers, boy, oh boy, those are my thoughts on that. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.